I sit here 10 years on from when I fell into the idea of creating the side, and I can hardly believe that this is where we are. And I'm quite humbled by it, actually, because it's nothing, I feel it's not something that I have much input into anymore. It has a life of its own, and I love it for that. But yes, the concept was mine, in that when I came to live here, I danced in East Sussex, and I wanted to dance down here. I mean, I have a background in dance, and I belonged to an East Sussex women's Morris team called Shalesbrook, and I'd had a great time with them. It had been such fun, and I wasn't ready to not do that. But there was no one here that not locally, that I could join. I was at Monkton Wyld Court, in the community over at Monkton Wyld, who live sustainably and do great courses and so on. And I was doing a yoga day there, and I was talking over lunch with the people I was with and saying I danced. And one of the ladies in the community said, "Oh, could you teach us to Morris dance, do you think?" And I said, "Yeah, I could actually." And that's how it started.
That's the Friday, the 1st of May. But on the 3rd, in the afternoon, early-ish afternoon, sort of 2:30, I expect, the Orchard would like us, if we can get a side. And really, that's what I've got to ask now. I can reckon out of those who are not here, we could get 2 people and 1 musician. So I think Sue, Bryony, Helen might be able to.
As a squire, you're herding cats. You're trying to get everything together. And I don't mind doing that. In fact, I really quite enjoy it. The squire in Wyld has to know how to delegate. So I've got a good band of people around who are experts. So to be squire, you need to be everything and nothing. Everything and nothing. You need to be prepared to take a deep breath and cajole people to do things.
Treacle Eaters would like us to dance with them on a Monday in the season. The 2 dates that we might be able to do are the 6th of July and the 7th of September. I'm favouring the 7th of September as a finale. Right, left, right.
Very good. Okay, 1, 2, 3 minutes then. So, Ruth and Meg then demonstrate first verse. So the first verse is a side by side. So in the 1, 2, 3, we can move forward. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, now 1, 2, 3. To the other side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
We're a funny bunch of people. I don't know what it is that attracts people to Morris dancing, but I do have a sense that there are a lot of people who dance, and maybe this is true of all sorts of forms of dance, who don't manage to express themselves very well in other ways. And this is a medium that people have found to express themselves. I think perhaps a bit like actors, they can be very shy people, But once they've got their acting hat on, they can do anything because they're not themselves. And I think dancing's a bit the same.
I started at the beginning of the practice, which starts in September. I'm into my 3rd season now. I've done 2 summers of dancing out with them.
Okay, and had you been involved with Morris before?
No, I've been involved in the folk festival. I wanted to get into folk dancing, and a friend of mine said, "Why don't you come join our Morris?" I thought, "Yeah, great." Looks like a good laugh. So yeah, I did. I went off and did that, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just never leave Morris now. It's so much fun. I never actually thought of being a Morris dancer because I didn't know mixed Morris sides existed until I met Wyld. So yeah, which is great. It means women can dance too.
Number 1, your moment.
When I first started Morris dancing, my elder 2 were like, "I'm never going to come and see you dancing because it's really embarrassing. Why have you got to do that? It's, I don't want my mother is a Morris dancer. I'm not going to come and watch you." But now they're, "Yeah, we'll come and watch you," and yeah, they come along, and I think they've kind of normalised into it now. So it's not quite as weird as it first seemed.
Thank you. That was great. Did you enjoy that?
Cotswold, only because that's what I learnt and got to know. And I wouldn't have felt comfortable or confident in teaching anything else. And I quite liked the intricacies of the footwork, particularly in Cotswold dancing. It actually was a little more challenging, I think, than some of the more simple border dancing, for instance. The physical movement is very repetitive, but Cotswold gives you much more of a challenge in the intricacy of the footwork, which is our downfall really, because it's a hard tradition to make look good. It probably demands more of people's expertise really than border, in my opinion. I have to say, as time's gone on, we've incorporated the border side into the side because we have one member who came to us, I would guess about 6 years ago, Jane.
And we're going to try and do side by side, which is the one where you go 3 forward, 3 on.
She's become a really firm member of Wyld. And now we've let her loose to teach us border as well. And I think that's been such a good move because some people really enjoy border more. So the mix is nice because when we're dancing out too, you have these very, very different styles. And the musicians, I mean, they have become fabulous. I mean, Catherine on her own with her accordion started.
It never occurred to me that I would ever play music for a Morris dance band, but somebody came up to me one day and asked if I would be willing to play my accordion for a new Morris side that would be based here. Well, Monkton Wyld Court originally was the rectory for the church across the road. In 1982 it became a holistic education centre with a residential group of people who lived here as a community. Currently we are very much a kind of land-based community, We prioritise kind of organic production of food. We try and live organically and sustainably, and the idea is that we are a kind of a model of an alternative lifestyle which perhaps will be more viable in the future. Bryony knew that we'd got a very good hall that would be ideal for a Morris dance team. So it was, well, for me it was a good choice because obviously I'm here, I'm on site, so you know I have no excuses for not attending the practices. The tunes are quite varied depending on the tradition that they come from. To begin with, we had one tune and we played it over and over again. We have gradually built up the number of tunes, and more recently, I'd say over the last 3 years or so, it's been a more rapid introduction of new dances, which is good, really.
And now we have a band that's performing on its own at times, and Ruth really manages that. Ruth is this wonderful linchpin between the musicians and the dancers. She dances and she knows her music.
In their second week, I joined them, and then a few months later, my husband joined as well. We're very much part of the very early beginnings of Wyld Morris. Since then, it's grown. We've had dancers come and go, musicians come and go. But as long as the underlying theme of fun is there, then I'm not going.
When you signed up, so to speak, to Wyld Morris,
Yes.
you signed up as a musician, I assume?
No, as a dancer, because we had one musician. We had Catherine. And Bryony was not interested in that at that point in time. For musicians, she wanted dancers. And I think at heart, I go there for the dancing. The music is something else, and that is sort of like an offshoot, really. For me, finding the music and then being able to get a whistle out or strum along with a guitar meant that I could then practice the steps at home. Look on the internet, it's given me some more ideas, because in the beginning we were quite raw and there were only a few of us, only Bryony, who knew what she was doing. And so I wanted to be able to learn more quickly, and so I would try and learn the music. If you know the music, it helps you to dance better. And I actually think that all the musicians should actually be dancers. Then they know what we as dancers are up against. So having a foot in both camps makes me appreciate both sides of the story, really.
I can't really express how I feel about Ray. He was just the most delightful man and had a total passion for life and music and dance and all sorts. And he worked on creating this dance. He was a great creator, and he felt very strongly about having a dance that reflected Bridport, because more and more, although we practiced in Monkton Wyld, you know, our members came from Bridport. And he felt that the rope making industry of Bridport was something to be celebrated, and so he had this idea of using ropes rather than sticks, and he created this dance, meticulously worked out. So meticulously, I have to say that it was so complicated, I couldn't quite get my head around it. But in true Ray fashion, you know, when we talked about it together and we looked at it together, because he wrote it all down with little illustrations and little models of the dancers and where they went, and he was always so open to change. So when I looked at something and I said, I don't think that can work really, Ray. He said, oh, well, let's do it another way. How would you do it? And so he was just this incredible man who came up with the ideas, but let you run with them. So he saw the completed dance just about before he died. I was sad that he never saw us dance it out, but he did see it very much coming to fruition. So it's a dance that we feel very strongly about doing, and we do want to dance it out as part of our celebration for our 10th anniversary, of course.
From May Day, May the 1st, we start the season with a bang, and at 5:30 we're on the top of Stonebarrow dancing the dawn in. And in May we have 7 events this year.
Now is the month of May when merry lads are playing.
Well, as of today, we have decided, so this is very hot off the press, to postpone our 10th anniversary celebrations, which were due to take place on the 16th of May, and we have catapulted it right through to next year on the 15th of May 2021.
What I'd like to do is just to check everybody's sound level is okay, so one at a time. If I will just mute everybody just for now. You should all be muted. So anyone, this is a bit of an overview of what we intend to do today. So with Wyld Morris, we love the tradition and we're willing to try something new. And that new might be things like rope dances, but also video conferencing. And so we enjoy Morris dancing and singing and playing, but we're going to keep on doing and having fun and supporting each other so that when we actually meet all together, we'll actually be better than we were at the start of the lockdown. And so today there'll be a couple of introductions, at least one new people. Then Brian is going to lead us in the warm-up and then demonstrate a dance. Then we'll all have a chance to dance and play if you're a musician.
Now make it a bit bigger after stretch.
I think that's a bit harsh to say she's a little dim.
No, it's not actually, but it's probably when it's really hot.
And it's nice to see the musicians are joining in with the exercises as well.
Oh, yeah. That makes a change.
I'm not. Margaret's waving her hands. Does that count?
folk, incomers, outgoers, the sun in the sky, children and dogs, welcome back to you as we carefully and gradually bring music and dance back to Backidoo's triangular, traffic-lined square. Let the music play. In a moment, the mighty Wyld with a Y, Morris, will clash sticks, hop, jingle, gyrate, and prance for your delight.
Good morning, everyone, and it is a great honour for me to actually do something in person. Believe it or not, I've been mayor for a year, and this is the first time that John and I have actually been able to do something together in person. So for us, it's a real privilege. But the main thing is, it's all about welcome back. Welcoming back music to Buckidoo. Welcoming back people to the streets of Bridport. Welcoming is the thing that this is all about. I'm not going to say much more, except please enjoy yourselves. I know you're going to enjoy Wyld Morris with a Y, and I know that once you've enjoyed that, you'll enjoy the hospitality facilities in the town that are open, and our wonderful shops and market. So enjoy yourselves in Buckidoo, and then spend, and restore our wonderful, vibrant economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming. That's absolutely lovely. And we're feeling 10 years old. We've got our wonderful band over there with Ruth and Vince and John and Catherine and Denise and Sue and Margaret, who are going to, when I shut up, they're going to play for you for 10 minutes, and we will bring your picnic lunches for you. We have our dancers here, as many as could come, and we will be later taking turns around to do a couple of dances.
Is that how you do dancing? Are you dancing?
Wyld Morris, practicing in Weymouth, and over the dance, the Italian song. Since last year we decided to be COVID secure. We've only been dancing 3-person dances, so we've written some and adapted some. So here is the Italian song.
I was probably the first person to respond to Bryony's ad that she put in the, I think it was the Charmouth Team Ministry magazine. I gave her a call and we had a chat and we set up a practice. I think it was on the following Wednesday or Wednesday 2 weeks later at Monkton Wyld Court.
This is Enigma in black and blue. And if I say black and blue, you know to watch out. Because if you're hit black and blue, by golly, it hurts. So here we are, Enigma.
I'm in the right place.
He's in the right place.
Because all along we've had quite a few new dancers, or people who have not danced Morris before. So it's the training load's always been quite substantial. So I wanted a dance that was easy to learn. So I decided, from what I could see, that Lads of Buncham was a quite straightforward dance, and it's a very showy dance with the sticks. But I can fill in on most dances. But to be honest, I get probably as much pleasure out of playing in the band as I do these days as dancing.
then the wild story started. Bryony at the helm, shooting was the aim. Mountain Water home, the two strong and strident. Catherine leading well, our feet she had to train. And the bells will ring when the Wyld Morris come. Dance all year round and we have lots of fun. And the bells will ring when the Wyld Morris come. Dance all year round and we have lots of fun. So here's to our 10th and all our Morris parties. Special thanks to Vix for all you have done. We are all proud to be Wyld Morris. Here's to very many dancing years to come. And the bells will ring when the Wyld Morris come. We dance all year round and we have lots of fun. And the bells will ring when the Wyld Morris come. We dance all year round and we have lots of fun. We dance all year round and we have lots of fun. We dance all year round and we have lots of fun.
Being an anniversary, you need a cake, so I gave them all a cake box. And you see the cake boxes over there? WYLD MORRIS, Wyld Morris. We have 11 cakes there, and we invite our friends to come up a side at a time.
This has been a bit of a journey, hasn't it?
Oh, it has, and isn't it fantastic? This is just such a wonderful culmination today of a hugely difficult time, but this wonderful anniversary at last, which we've been working towards for so long, haven't we? And we couldn't have asked for a better afternoon, could we? These fabulous people, we've had fabulous dancing, and somehow we just all feel very much friends, and it's been lovely. I feel quite overwhelmed in a way, but I could not have ever imagined that anything like this would have come from it. It's like all those things, and so often these events or a musical event or whatever it has been, I think, gosh, if it hadn't been for that little seed 10 years ago.
What's that one there?
Chocolate, that's polenta, almond, orange. It wouldn't be where we are today now.
It's our own home base.
I think we'll be back into practice in September. And what we'll be doing is embracing having new members. I think I'll be doing most of the teaching, as will Jane, and we'll start bringing the border back into the mix because we haven't been dancing any border through the pandemic. It's a bit too close, but we'll, hopefully all the rules will be kept as they are, and we're free to do what we want.
Here we come and there we go, dancing 6 or dancing 8, dance with sticks or lily white rags. We are Wyld Morris dancers, dancing here and dancing there, dancing round and dancing square, dance on land or dance on sea. We are Wyld Morris dancers. Here we come and there we go, dancing 6 or dancing 8, dance with sticks or lily white rags. We are Wyld Morris dancers. Dance on cliff and dance on sand, dance on stone bar and golden cap, dance in marshwood and chidiock too. We are Wyld Morris dancers. Here we come and there we go, dancing 6 or dancing 8, Dance with sticks or lily white rags, we are Wyld Morris dancers. Dance in Axmouth, dance in Lyme, dance on Chessel in Bridport and Ypres, dance in Winbourne, Sidmouth too, we are Wyld Morris dancers. Here we come and there we go, dancing 6 and dancing 8, dance with sticks or lily white rags, we are Wyld Morris dancers. Dance at the Anchor or at the George, dance at the Bottle or the Ilchester Arms, dance 5 Bells or at the Corin, we are Wyld Morris dancers. Here we come and there we go, dancing 6 and dancing 8, dance with sticks or lily white rags, we are Wyld Morris dancers.